people of the internet. I am not Lucian, as you can tell. I am someone else looking at you from Lucian's stream. And we're gonna do a one-shot! Let's...
Are you gonna
let's
introduce yourself?
I'm Elfie Oakwood. I sometimes stream. I mostly be on Lucian's stream.
You mostly exist.
Yeah. Mostly exist. I'm going to introduce you to this one shot, and then I will introduce you to our players, okay?
Oh, sorry, I've shifted you over by accident. It's fine, we're good.
Oh,
I tried to open chat so that I could grab the grandma pic because I realized I hadn't got it, and no, that's not going to happen actually. It's just going to be an empty void. Grandma's lost to the void.
No.
Oh, they told me this day would come eventually, but I figured we'd have a few more years.
All right.
Yeah, but for everyone who is tuning into this and going, what's going on? Elfie's taking the DM seat for today. I get a break, which is nice. And we're gonna have an interesting session. Yeah.
So, hello dearies. Welcome to Glunt, a most scenic town in the land of Oneshot, home to mostly humans, a few elves, and an orc Olga on the outskirts of town. It's a kindly place with residents priding themselves on their dedication to kindness, which is why when the Dark Lord Evil Guy was slain by a passing band of very queer adventurers, a few residents signed themselves up for the Goblin rehoming scheme. How deeply unfair and unkind to put such small goblins on the front lines of battles they didn't ask to fight. Most goblins, averaging 10 HP, get punted by an adventurer's boot and die, and never get to live up to their full potential. Mrs. Miggins, after hearing the call for volunteers, signed up right away. It's been about 3 months since Weak Eye, Marrow and Greckle arrived at the pie shop, but they've really found their stride. They all get paid a copper a day for their help, as well as free accommodation in a cabin in the garden, and of course all the pies they could ever want. Not being made to work for Dark Lord Evil Guy, and under the benevolent watch of Mrs. Miggins, these fine young goblins have really started to thrive. Let's say we're waking up in the lovely cabin in the bottom of the garden. I'm going to get you all to introduce yourselves and the little bit of cabin that you've decorated. So let's go for Lucian's character.
Oh God,
could you
starting
please?
With me, all right.
Yes.
Okay, so this little cabin's kind of divided into like 3 sections, right? It's kind of what I imagine. Yeah, it's divided into thirds. In sort of like the upper, like sort of like a diagonal third, like going from the ceiling down to a corner, right? Is Marrow's little hammock bunk type situation. You see a stripy garden hammock that has been hung from the ceiling that has a little like rope ladder that goes up to it, that every time Marrow tries to climb, it like spins the hammock so he can't actually get up to it properly. It takes him like an hour and a half to get into his hammock to go to sleep, so he's always sleep deprived. He's always got these massive bags under his eyes. The walls of this part of the little garden shed are covered in spoons. There's silver spoons, there's little teaspoons, there's massive ladles. There's a couple of really big wooden spoons that got carved by some carpenter in the village. Marrow like took him a couple of copper and a really big piece of wood, and he carved a giant spoon. And there's also a couple of really, really tiny golden spoons that are in like a pride of place little like it's not a glass cabinet because goblins aren't very good with that sort of thing, but it's like there's a little cushion with a couple of tiny golden spoons that are cocaine spoons. that are just like on a little pillow, just like on top of a shelf. And there's like 5 of them. And Marrow doesn't know what they're for, but they're spoons, and he likes spoons.
That's
Yeah.
so wonderful. What is Marrow wearing? Does he? I believe he has a necklace.
Marrow
If I'm not wrong.
has a necklace that is made of, but it's made of spoons, but it's not like spoons that are just hanging from a cord. It is actually made of spoons. Like the end of each spoon and the tip of each spoon has been punctured with holes that have then been like necklaced into other spoons to make himself a spoon necklace. He is also wearing a spoon belt, and he's wearing spoon vambraces as well, like spoons around his wrists. And you notice that one of the spoons has a little sundial on it as well.
She spoons.
Yeah, sun spoon. And he's also wearing a little apron that has a picture of a very large spoon on it. And he's wearing leather boots, leather pants, and his skin is sort of a palish blue color. He looks like he always looks a little chilly and a little tired all the time. Yeah.
Talking of tired, you guys are sleeping right now. Can you give me a small excerpt of his voice as he snores?
Sure. You as like he's sleeping in his hammock, you hear the sort of sound of his hammock rocking back and forth, and you hear spoons. Spoons.
Gorgeous.
There you go.
Let us now move to the other side of the cabin, where Weekai has set up. Could you please describe the area that Weekai has decorated, and Weekai's outfit and what they look like?
Weekai's section of the cabinet is fairly straightforward, very easy to grasp, because it is basically just a massive pile of books. Some of the books are on relatively mundane things like plumbing architecture, or what is happening to a particular dog, or like these standard kind of like ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. And then the majority of those books that go pretty much almost entirely to the ceiling are on Elven 6th Renaissance artworks and impressionism and symbolism and the deep meanings behind each brush stroke and where the materials came from and how they were processed and all these other little details. And it's actually fairly easy to miss whether or not Weekai is actually in the cabinet, because they like to squeeze into the slight bit of remaining space at the top, just to be squished just a little bit after they've done their evening reading. Weekai, personally, is a lavender-colored goblin, and has a pair of glasses that are just kind of like a pair of pince nez who have just been welded together at some point with some rough solder, and like are just a chain around their neck. They're wearing a bit of a short, kind of tattered at this point, honestly, white vest that doesn't really close in the middle because it was made for someone even smaller than Weekai, and a pair of fairly plain red shorts.
I believe they're also wearing glasses.
Yes, glasses around the neck, but they are currently asleep, so they don't need to see.
Gorgeous. Can you give us a little short excerpt of their voice while they snore? Gorgeous. And finally, I believe Gretel probably sleeps more on the floor of the cabin, rather than up high like the other two. Zerion, would you mind introducing us to Gretel's area and Gretel?
Yeah, Grekel's area is kind of simple. His bed is just a sheet of rock. He has somehow dragged like a whole slab of limestone up here. No idea how he got it past the landlord, but it is just resting on the floorboards. The only bit that seems to kind of be organized at all is a series of like meticulously planned out like small interlocking like shelves with lots of different minerals and gems on display. And they are all kind of meticulously labeled, not properly, of course, but like with lots of different names that Grekel thinks they mean. For example, this kind of very warm rock that he holds in his hand is called spicy. And other ones like little actual like gems like emeralds or stuff are just kind of called like grape rock or something like that. Yeah, and he's just kind of snoozing away on this slab of rock.
Any
Yeah.
particular defining things that he looks like or wears?
Yeah, he's kind of like in this really, really worn down like black button up. From like a kind of old suit three-piece, but he's only got the actual like top part. The rest is a pair of like very worn down kind of cargo shorts looking things that he really just kind of grabbed at some point because they have more pockets to put more rocks in. Aside from that, like he's got like a little eyepiece that he's picked up. It is broken in several different lens places, but one of them is still working. Yeah.
Gorgeous. And can you give us a small excerpt of what Grekel sounds like as he snores?
Yeah, he is gnawing on a piece of limestone, so we're probably just kind of go like. He doesn't snore very well. He has sleep apnea because of the rock in his mouth, probably.
Fantastic. So, it's around 7:30 in the morning. And stones tumble down from a gutter that has been released with some mechanism and slowly fall on a frying pan, Rue Goldberg style, going clang, 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 in order to wake you all up to start your day at the pie shop. Yeah! So, you all get up and make your way into the pie shop. You go, so obviously you live in the back of the garden, and the pie shop is actually in the front with where Mrs. Miggins lives above it. Obviously, Mrs. Miggins being the wonderful, wonderful lady who has taken you in and allowed you to grow and not be one of the Dark Lord's evil minions. And you work your way around the front, and something doesn't seem quite right today. Like, you're pretty sure all this glass shouldn't be round the front. Then you like make your way round and you see that the whole front window, the beautiful display where all the pies normally are, has been smashed. There's a small trail of blood and something's happening on the inside, but the lights haven't been turned on. What do you like to do?
Marrow is going to step kind of carefully over this shattered glass. Like, because his shoes are relatively new. They were like an investment a couple of weeks back. So he doesn't want to get them cut up or anything. So he just sort of creeps over the glass, goes like, reaches up high to grab the handle of the door and pulls it open and looks in and goes, Mrs. Miggins, are you? It's time to open. Are you here?
You hear just a muffled noise from upstairs. Actually, roll either perception or investigation for me.
Okay.
You can all do that if you want.
Perception or investigation. I get to use.
Oh yeah,
my...
we're using actual dice today.
We're using actual dice for those of us that have them.
If you don't have them,
self-respecting
an
TTRPG
online
player doesn't have dice.
Oh, you know.
Let's see, where's my
That
old D20
is a 5. Plus, did you say investigation?
or perception, whichever.
Or perception. That is a 5.
There is a noise that is upstairs.
Okay.
I will put on my glasses and attempt to investigate carefully around the glass because I have 7 hit points and I will die if I stub my toe.
Greco roll a 2. Greco no know what go happen.
There's glass! You're fairly sure that should be on the thing! And that...
Oh my god, shiny rock! I want to use my rock lever.
Do not eat! Do not eat!
Grekel will survive if they eat. I've
Let's
written
see.
Grekel.
Yeah,
Grekel has so much constitution.
Gretel has more hit
Gretel's a
points than the
meaty
entire
boy.
rest of the party combined.
I have so little stealth. I have so little stealth. Too many
They don't-
spoons.
Okay, I rolled a 7 on rock lever. What does that do for me?
Hang on, let me quickly check what I wrote for rock level.
21 on it.
If I roll under a 5, I can't resist and steal the new shiny rock.
You rolled over
Yeah.
five.
Steal the broken glass. Because I rolled a 7.
Is glass
Okay.
not technically a crystal, though?
It's a mineral.
It's something shiny that that Grekel believes is a rock, and therefore counts as a rock. So what did you roll,
I rolled a
dearest
7.
Weak Eye?
Weak
wait,
Eye
wait.
rolled a 21 for investigation wearing their glasses.
Okay. Upstairs, you think you can hear some sobbing. And yeah, I think that because you're investigating. Were you investigating the noise or what's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening? Okay. You think so you can see that the glass was smashed from the outside, maybe, because all of the some glass is outside, but most of the glass is on the floor on the inside. There's glass in the pies. And you can see quite high up along the ceilings there's marks like a bat or a large object has been hit against the ceiling. You also see that there's trails of blood that are on the glass that go around on the floor, like someone's been walking around dripping. And you can see chaos has been wrecked in this shop. Not only has someone smashed the glass and gone inside, but someone's been digging, possibly searching through the cupboards. All of them are open. Tables have been overturned. Drawers opened. The till's open, but nothing seems to be taken from it. I think that's what you get on an investigation.
Those pies aren't meant to have glass in their ingredients.
Oh,
what?
you can read the recipe books. You know this.
I remember. I mixed those pies. There wasn't any glass in those. Can Marrow start because I'm assuming the inside of the shop is in complete disarray, right?
Complete disarray.
Marrow as the pie mixer and main chef of the three of them, I think, considering his knowledge of spoons.
Yes.
Can Marrow start gathering up the various ingredients that would go into making a pie, and then see if he can get upstairs to see if Mrs. Miggins' door is open? Because she's like an old lady. Sometimes she falls down. Sometimes she needs help.
Okay, with these pie ingredients that you've been able to scavenge, you've picked some glass out the sugar. It's fine.
Yeah, think of it like Marrow is on the one hand, yes, Mrs. Miggins is upstairs and usually tells us what to do, but we also know what to do. But also, I should go and talk to. And he's his ADHD is going. I'm going to gather everything up while running through the shop to see if Mrs. Miggins is all right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So the door is open. There's one room before you get to Mrs. Miggins' bedroom, and in that one room, you see it's not really been touched. You can see that someone maybe opened the door, realized that this was someone's house, and then closed the door again.
Okay.
Because there's a little blood splatter on the door, but nothing inside. And you can hear quite loud sobbing now from the bedroom where Mrs. Miggins usually sleeps, and you've only been allowed in a few times. But that's only when she's paying you on the payday.
Okay.
Because she has to get her coins out from under a pillow.
Okay. I'm gonna knock on the bedroom. Actually, no. First things first. This room is like I'm guessing like a combo kitchen, dining room, living room type situation,
It's
right?
not a kitchen because she's got one downstairs.
Well, yeah,
but it's
but
sort of like it's a living space.
You don't that's like the commercial kitchen, but she probably has like a drawer with some stuff in it, right? Up here.
Are you stealing Mrs. Miggins' spoons again?
I'm not. Look.
You know what? Give me.
If she's just gonna keep them in a drawer and not, display them, I don't see a reason why not.
This is a D4. If I roll an even number, then she does have spoons for you to steal.
Okay.
That's a 1. She does not have spoons for you to steal. They're all downstairs.
I'm
I've just realised
up,
I've left all of my dice downstairs.
You know you're not supposed to steal Mrs. Miggins' spoons. You already stole all of her spoons last month.
And that's why the only spoons
maybe
available
she's
are the
got
ones downstairs.
more spoon. Go knock on her door.
I go and knock on the door.
Is that you, one of my wonderful little boys, my green boys?
I'm really more of a chartreuse, ma'am.
Yes, come on in. You open the door to see Mrs. Miggins, in her little apron that she usually wears. This old lady, quite rotund as well, weeping on her bed. She cries out, "I went downstairs to turn the kettle on, and someone's just smashed up my whole house." Oh. She's a little inconsolable at the moment.
Okay.
I will heft my way onto a nearby table or like a chair of some description, and I'll just there.
Oh.
There.
Oh, but we're ruined. We're ruined. I won't be able to sell any pies with glass in them, and then I can't be able to pay you lot, and I can't be able to keep paying the fucking mortgage, and then you'll be out on the street,
Wow.
and I'll be out on the street, and it'll be just as bad as it was before.
She has a mortgage? How old is she?
Mortgages
it's a
exist
rough
in this
life.
economy?
Mrs. Miggins' husband died many years ago.
Didn't
and
she get a
unfortunately, he
payout
was
from
a
the life
gambler.
insurance?
There's no.
He was
this
old.
is D&D life insurance that exists here. Anyway, this is Megan. What's your APY?
No idea.
I'm the one with the 18 intelligence here.
Alfie doesn't know what an APY is.
Apple per year, obviously.
Oh yes, we have lots of apple pies now. We did have lots of apple pies downstairs.
The glass apple pies are probably not going to pass the food and safety inspection, so we can't sell those. But we could try and we could try and fish it out of some others. They might need new crusts. I'll have to look up crust recipes in the books downstairs.
Can I roll for pie taste of the glass pies?
Yes.
And we roll
roll
just the
me
D20s?
a D20, and on over a 10, they're edible. Under a 5, they're actively harmful. Over a 15, they're actively good.
Can I?
You cannot assist with this in
No,
any way.
that's not what I was going to say. Actually,
Just go-
what I was going to say was, Can I give Gretel disadvantage by trying to pull him away from the pies? Because he's not meant to be eating the pies. The pies are for the customers. They're not for the goblins.
They're out.
Okay.
They passed their taste inspection.
Go on, roll with disadvantage, please.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
I feel like that's something that goblins would be doing. They'd be actively sabotaging each other by accident.
Yeah.
Yes, accident.
Okay, so I got an 18 and a 2.
Okay, so you've eaten a lot of rocks and things you shouldn't eat, and you've pretty much got you've got it. However, these particular see-through rocks seem to be a little sharper than rocks that you tend to eat. Usually they've got a bit of weathering on them, so they're not as sharp as they go down. So even though the apple pie is just the fucking best pie that you could have ever tasted in your whole life, and the see-through rocks are super crunchy, you somehow find blood in your mouth and you take 4 hit points of damage. I'm allowed to do that to Gretel, because Gretel has 25 HP.
My fucking god.
The reason why Gretel
Gretel
has
is about as healthy as 2.5 goblins.
Yeah.
Gretel is twice as healthy as me, and I have 10.
3 times as healthy as me, more than.
Because I was aware that Gretel will try and put things in their mouth, I decided to make Gretel a tank.
What is a tank?
Gretel is a tank, to be fair. Anyway, Mrs. Miggins is weeping. She goes, "Oh, my beautiful boys! I'm so sorry that this had to happen to you. I could never. Okay. I don't want to put you in this situation. I know you were the thrall of some evil guy, but if you could find the person who did this and give him what's what, I would be ever grateful."
Oh, Gretel know how to kill.
Marrow kind of goes. It's like this deep-seated, really old instinct that's been dormant for like a couple of years now because they've been working in the pie shop. But this sudden deep-seated instinct of "yes, my master," of like just I have a sudden need and urge to serve the Dark Lord, Mistress Miggle, or Miggins rather.
Miggins.
It's like. And he's like, yes, my mistress, yes, my dark mistress, and he runs out of the room.
Mrs. Miggins, I'm afraid that violence was strictly against the terms of our rehabilitation orders. On the other hand, pulls out an extremely sharpened stick.
On the other hand, Boulder Crunch. Head.
On the other hand, there's more than one way to conduct a stealth mission.
Marrow is gonna run out the front door still carrying a bunch of pie ingredients in his arms, and he's gonna yell out, "Where are you? I'm going to find you!" And I would like to roll a. Can I attempt to attract attention using performance? To see if I can spook someone out of their maybe hiding place.
Wouldn't necessarily say performance,
Okay.
as I believe that you are attracting attention no matter what you do.
Okay.
However, I think persuasion might be the one I would recommend, because you are persuading the people to give themselves up.
Okay.
It's like an intimidation roll, yeah.
I would have thought
intimidation.
intimidation or performance. Yeah, okay. I'll do
persuasion.
intimidation.
What's your performance? Why did you ask that? Did I give you a really good performance?
I have can distract, deception or performance with advantage. And I was trying to perform on the street.
I see.
But if you say intimidation, I'll go intimidation. I don't mind.
I think intimidation or perception might be your.
I'll go intimidation. I'm trying to intimidate someone out of their hiding place, so that's fair.
Mhm.
May I roll?
Yes.
That is a 3 plus a 1 equals 4. I am a goblin. I am not very scary.
You are a goblin, and we love you. There are a small crowd of townspeople who've started to sort of gather outside this pie shop, and been like, "Oh, what's happened here? What's happened? Oh, hello!" And then you run out, scream this, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's under distress," and you get a lot more pity than anything else.
Does Marrow get head pats?
I think so. I think people are quite sorry for him. They're like, what are the goblins gonna do? What are the goblins gonna? She was so nice rehoming them, and now they ain't got jobs because the pie shop's all fucking smashed up. So yeah.
Okay.
Can I try something?
Of course, my love.
Since I put the pie in my mouth and I have this ability called Refined Palate, I get double advantage on food-based investigation, presumably for anything that I've eaten before. Can I track them down by fucking up, smelling the apple pie on their baseball bats or whatever?
That is an incredible. Yeah. Okay, so on this, I have said double advantage. In my stupid way, I grant double advantage where you roll 3 dice and choose the highest one.
Oh
So, could you give me, what's your, an investigation, please, with double advantage?
Okay, so that is a -3 for investigation, so...
Does that roll 4d20?
That
is a
20.
3d20.
So that is a 0 on my first roll.
Oh,
Sexy.
An 11 on my second.
Okay.
And a 14 on my third. We're going up each time.
Fuck yeah. So with a 14, this apple pie is known as one of the favorites. This town loves this apple pie. Like, there must be something in this apple pie because everyone fucking loves it. Anyone who comes in, they're usually ordering like a steak pie or whatever, but also for pudding, apple pie. Almost everybody buys apple pies here. There are some people who love the apple pie, and some people, but you know the smell of a freshly baked apple pie, because after time it gets like lower and lower and lower, like more subtle tones. This is a freshly baked apple pie, and on the wind you can smell more apple pie. It's coming from a direction further out into town. You can follow this smell because that apple pie was baked maybe last night? No, yes, it was baked last night, overnight last night. No one's been buying pie since last night. Yes. So you can now follow that freshly baked apple pie smell where it leads.
Okay, I like to imagine that fucking Greckle's bloodhounding it on the floor, just immediately going, just like... Greckle knows! Greckle knows!
Go, my hound of war! Following
Greckle
Greckle.
speeds off, and Greckle has a 40 movement speed.
No, Greckle.
Greckle does have a 40 movement speed, I'm only 35.
Before we leave the pie shop, can I grab a bowl to carry these pie ingredients in?
Yeah, Greckle will wait.
I'm just carrying them in my arms at the moment.
Of course. Is there anything else you'd like to do in the pie shop before you go follow this trail?
I think my stick is the deadliest weapon I have access to.
Can I find... Can I grab the biggest spoon as well?
Okay,
Like,
roll me
nice-
a d20.
Okay, I will roll a d20. This is a 4.
Okay. You
know what-
find a 4-inch spoon.
A 4-inch spoon. Okay. Sure. I grab a 4-inch spoon and I pocket it. I grab a big old bowl, shove all of like these like packaged pie ingredients in and run after the other two.
I will turn you to Marrow's what's this called? Character sheet, where it does list all of the spoons that you have.
I'm aware. I just
There
need
is
more.
there is a pie mixing spoon as well, but please feel free to add more.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god, that's a big spoon. Sorry.
When you're a
Concentrate.
goblin, most things are.
I will let you know that I left all of my dice downstairs. I need to go run get them. I'm currently working with a D4 and a D6.
Do you? I mean, we can roll for you if you like. I have plenty of dice behind me. Like,
Yeah,
if you
sure,
want-
roll for me.
If you want, I can roll the fuck me, fuck you dice for you. Which on the
Fuck me,
on the
fuck you?
D20 they have the nat 1 is a fuck me and the nat 20 is a fuck you.
Fantastic. Let's save that for later.
Mhm.
Okay. So you follow this scent. Now the town's quite a big town. There's even other pie shops in the town. This is like it's not a tiny town. It's got stuff going on, and you follow this fresh apple pie smell, and you do briefly get confused and distracted as you pass Krusty Sluggard's Pies, which is the a far bigger pie shop. Yeah, far bigger pie shop on the other side of town that
it's the
has
chain.
freshly baked pies. However, they're never as good. They've never got that zest that that Mrs. Miggins does. And you can sort of, and seeing as you've got a refined palate, you can definitely tell the difference between Krusty Sluggard's shitty ass apple pies and this beautiful baby. And you follow it out, and you start going into the woods. Would you like to continue going into the woods?
We're all together at this point, yeah?
You're all together?
I
Alright,
believe
Chasing
so.
along behind you as best as I can.
beautiful.
Greco takes one moment after passing nearby the other pie shop to spit on the floor, and then continues into the woods.
You see
Their
Krusty.
product is inferior, and they shall be defeated in the economic battlefield.
Marrow
See,
thinks
horrible,
about
nasty pies.
throwing a spoon at the window and then looks at the spoon and thinks better of it and wants to keep the spoon.
Krusty Sluggard is in the window and goes, "What the fuck?"
As these three little shapes zip by, spitting and insulting, he goes, "Oh no."
You
Um,
suck, sluggard!
On the sherry again!
And you find yourself trekking out to Olga the Orc's little shack in the woods. Olga the Orc is one of the few. We call her the protector of the town. They usually tend to live on the outskirts. They ward off any unbecoming people, and generally, Olga has a reputation of keeping herself to herself, but generally being a good lass. So you approach her cabin. You think you can hear her inside. She's just pottering about, doing things. She's not pretending to be quiet or anything.
Okay.
She's quietly yodeling.
Quietly yodeling. she's yodeling. Yodeling quietly.
You act like you've never heard an Aurora song before, damn.
Tell me, LP, how does one yodel quietly?
Have you
Good.
never heard Enya?
Considering that yodeling is, generally speaking, a relatively actively loud activity that you do on a hilltop.
Well, this motherfucker's doing it quietly.
Okay. Sure.
Right, we kind of like
In a cabin, behind several planks of wood.
Mm-hmm.
And you've only heard her doing it loudly and proudly in the village square, in the town square. So this is her. She's just gently practicing.
I finally make my way to the cabin. I raise my stick, take a second to catch my breath, raise it again. What ho, foul fiend! Your crimes shall see you bested this day.
Do I sniff the pie on her? Or in her abode?
Is someone out there?
Oh wait, no. Svenska. Hoo-dee-hoo. Is somebody out there?
Yeah.
I'm Swedish.
I come up panting
Okay,
behind.
I'm going German because I can't do
Weak-Eye.
Swedish.
I'm like panting. Like Weak-Eye and Grekel are both faster than me. I'm weighed down by spoons. It's like, and I'm like, we, the defenders of the pie shop, request your head, foul fiend.
When first appropriately available.
Bugger.
With
I'm
expediency.
not in.
Can Gretel roll for
nothing.
common sense?
I was gonna say, can I roll for that to see if like
I have a
my
negative
brain
one on
locks
wisdom,
down
I'm
into a
already assuming.
paradox?
Can you all do a wisdom check for me? If it is below 10, she's not in.
Okay, sure. What is?
That's a 14. Gretel knows
What's
she's
my
in
wisdom? My wisdom is a 0. Okay,
10 exactly.
that is an 8.
She's not in.
I mean,
Yeah, Maro doesn't think she's in.
She
The other two-
make loud noises. She's in.
Weak-Eye-
Wait, huts don't talk.
Not usually. Gretel knows.
There was
one.
that. There were those two doors in the mausoleum of the old master that talked, but I don't think huts usually talked.
Gretel looks below for legs. No legs. No talk.
Okay, come on in.
She opens the door.
thank God
Just
it's
and
all of-
stands aside, inviting you lot in.
What
how
does she look
how
like?
large is Olga in
She's
comparison
about-
to us?
Okay, so you lot are around like 3.5 foot tall. I'm thinking around the size of like 6-year-old children.
Okay.
She is 9 foot tall.
Okay,
So
so
she
we
is
would have
3
to
times your
stand on
height.
each other's shoulders to match her height.
Yeah. And
Okay.
she's
Have a
got,
really
beautiful,
long
she's got
trench
this
coat.
beautiful double braid going down the back of her head. She is gently sharpening her axe.
That's ominous. Okay.
She does wood cutting. She doesn't use this to hurt people. No, that's the bat. You see a bat behind her with spikes going all the way through it.
Oh.
Perception
is-
check on the bats.
Yeah, I was gonna
Can I
say.
do a food-related check for the bat?
Is it covered in apple pie?
Everyone give me a perception or investigation, whichever you'd like.
That is
17.
16.
Ooh!
Plus. Sorry, no. Perception. Plus 0. 16.
16. Grackle, are you doing a perception or investigation?
I'm doing a investigation. So I get -3. My best one was a 15, so 12.
12. Okay, so on a 12, that bat looks recently used.
Now,
Yeah.
Is it covered
It
in
looks
apple
like
pie?
it looks like it's covered in stuff that's just still kind of dripping off in little lumps. And the other two, that's got window and pie in it.
There's no sense professing your guilty conscience. The evidence of your crime lies plainly in plain sight.
What he said.
She shuts the door.
All right. Well,
This is a bit of a pickle, isn't it?
Why do you have?
I shall not talk at all. I shall not talk ever. No.
But
You don't need to talk.
But you're
Gretel pulls
talking
out the
now.
boulder.
What?
But you're talking
Sorry.
now.
Shit.
Quite
Fuck.
a lot, actually.
Okay. You need to understand. I had my reason.
Gretel
And they
don't
are
understand.
so very important that I have. These reasons are so important. I cannot. I messed up slightly.
This much is obvious. You broke the pie shop window, and you put a glass in
I
our
did-
recipes.
Actually, do you know how to get the glass out?
Of the
Now?
basket of
She
pies.
presents to your pie with like shards of glass sticking into it.
Did you rob
Because I
the
can't-
pie shop for the pie, and you glassed the pie?
I didn't glass the pies on purpose. That happened
Well,
when I
everyone
put them
makes
through the window.
mistake. Gretel know you make mistake. Gretel puts away the boulder.
Some recipes do require glassing, but it's usually spelled wrong in the books.
No, that's glazing.
No, that's a different strange thing.
Oh.
Oh no! You don't look. Did I go into the pie shop last night? Yes. Did I intend to break everything in the pie shop? No. How Mrs. Miggins did not wake up in middle of night and hear me, I fell over, and hear me falling over myself 4 times in row? Miracle.
She's very old.
She
It's
is
the
very
scotch
old.
she drinks.
Very long legs.
But please, I
What?
cannot talk. I shall not be made to say whatever I am not saying. I have no weaknesses at all.
What is it that you're not saying?
Nothing. I
You're
am
not saying
nothing.
anything?
No,
I poke her in the leg.
no one paid me to
Magic.
do this, and they did not pay me with something.
Gretel
I'm
roll
gonna.
an
I'm gonna.
insight check.
Is there a drawer around here somewhere? Like in this little hut?
Can
You and
I
your
get
spoon
Gretel to roll
consumption.
that insight check first, and then we will talk about drawers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If anyone else wants to roll an
-1.
inside check, that would be allowed.
I don't think that Mara would be thinking about.
Gretel
that,
rolls a
I'm gonna be
4.
honest.
She's
Nat 20.
well.
Ooh.
Okay.
Tempted to
I
roll
get her
those.
life story.
On the 4, she's obviously hiding something deeply important about the safety of the village. As one of the village's protectors, she broke into that pie shop for a safety reason. And thank God she did, on a 4. On a nat 20, she's been absolutely bribed with apple pies.
Just
What
with apple
quality of apple
pies.
pie?
Possibly.
Whose-
Well, she's
whose-
only. You can see
whose
because of
apple
how desperate she is for you to remove this glass out of this apple pie. And the way that she's acting, it seems like this isn't the only apple pie she's been bribed with, but you can't see any more apple pies.
That's why I was asking about any drawers. Is there a drawer anywhere in this little
So
shack?
you're not just looking for more
She's
spoons.
got a little kitchenette.
She's got a little kitchenette. Can I rifle through her kitchenette?
Yeah, you find a
Yeah.
lot of spoons.
Yes. How many?
You find.
So I just roll a d20.
Roll me a d20. Yeah.
11.
You find 11 spoons, and can you roll me
Yes.
a d6?
Sure. I have a d6 here. That's a 4.
4 of them are silver.
Ooh.
The rest are wooden. If you would like to try and steal the spoons, that would be a sleight of hand.
I would
Assuming you
like
try
to
to hide
pocket
it.
the spoons.
A sleight of hand, please. It's a 10 DC to get half the spoons in your pocket, and 15 to get all of the spoons in your pocket.
Okay. Hold on. What is my sleight of hand? My sleight of hand is a 0. Okay.
If anyone would like to help or distract, this
That
would be
is
the
an
time.
11.
You pocket 2 of the silver spoons, and
Your foolish prattling betrays your dark designs.
4
Who
wooden
put you to this
spoons
task?
out of 7?
wooden spoons? Yeah.
Out of
I've
7.
forgotten how many. Already.
At 11. So it would be
Okay.
rolled
Right.
down to
What did you
5.
say, Weak Eye?
Okay. I like wave my stick kind of like close to her nose, more or less, and says,
Your foolish prattling betrays your dark designs. What twisted master serves you to put this task upon you?
How did you small? How did you? I won't tell. I won't tell. Not one word. The only thing that can break me. I shall never tell you.
I think
Is it
Gretel
high?
has an idea.
"Is it
Appetite where?
Can I roll sleight of hand to get the glass out of this bribery pie?
Please do, or I will allow you to take 10 minutes to do it properly and remove everything, and you don't need to roll.
No,
You can
I
sleight
want
hand
to
it, though.
try and do it fancy with sleight of hand.
Yeah.
The alternative is that I just
If you
start
get
to
below
like.
a 5,
is-
you put more glass in.
the alternative here is that I
God.
just start info dumping about elven arts for like the next half hour.
Yeah.
Gretel
as a
got
form of
a
torture.
21.
21! Oh,
21?
sexy.
My god.
Gretel
Oh.
has a plus 10 to sleight of hand for some reason. I presume because
Okay.
very good at getting rocks.
Oh
You
Jesus, you're not wrong.
you remove all of the glass from the pie, and somehow, like, as you remove it, like, the pie it looks like it goes in a bit more, so like all of the holes, and it looks perfect, gorgeous crust. Marrow's been mixing the best pies. Wink Eye's been like reading out the best recipes for these pies, and you've been tasting them, and you know exactly when a pie is good. So the pie is gorgeous. You've done that. Olga is drooling just a little bit.
Gretel holds the pie threateningly above his gaping fucking maw. Now,
Tell us what we want to
what
know.
are you going to
Oh,
tell
my
us
friend,
about
and I
what you
poke
did?
I poke Gretel in the side to like make the pie slide a little further down.
No!
Oh,
It was
it shall be eaten.
It was Sluggard! It was crusty Sluggard! Sluggard said I could
That
have as many apple pies as I could possibly want.
I'm gonna run out of the shack. I don't care anymore. I heard the name and I'm gone.
Gretel tanks the pie in one gulp and then runs out.
Olga's weeping on the floor. She's on her knees. She's ruined. Absolutely ruined.
We shall
All the
return to
way-
give you your just desserts, but only the just ones, not the other ones.
Not the apple pie.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
High
I
tech.
have
The
to
old
get a
wizard
head
that helped
start.
Grumble and Gretel was right.
have to get a
in
head
knowing
start
that
so we don't outrun
psychological
you.
warfare better.
Roll!
I
What
have
the
to.
hell?
Yeah, hi Groll. Elfie Groll just gifted the channel 50 tier 1 subs. So have fun
Holy
with that.
fuck!
Gretel
I guess that means this is
appreciates
the campaign now.
sub.
Anyway,
Oh
I
my
like sprint out of the shack because of my like I'm the lowest speed. I have to get a head start on everyone else.
Sorry, I'm just looking. Oh, thanks, Groll. Thanks, Groll, for gifting me a sub.
I have
Holy
so many of
shit.
my subscribers and patrons just following you, Lucian.
Well, we share an audience, lying at the end of the
That
day.
doesn't sound right.
We, you know what? You enjoy the fiction you want to enjoy. I'll enjoy the fact that is there.
That's amazing. Commercial break in I'm now a subscriber, please.
Oh yeah, there's an
This
ad
isn't the
break.
stream I'm on. Let me look at it.
There's an ad break. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds of ad break.
Gorgeous.
Thank you, Grohl, by the way.
Thank you, Grohl. That
I can interrupt
yes.
the stream now because I'm not DMing.
Yeah, fucking interrupt the stream. That's fine.
Sorry.
You guys are. I wasn't sure of the amount of dicking about you guys were gonna do. So this is a very easy not campaign. It's barely even a puzzle.
I mean,
But you.
I mean, we almost got waylaid by a
Torturing a
hut
woman.
saying she's not in, so...
Yeah. There were a
Just
few
very lucky goblins.
very lucky goblins. Well, you have been. You were adopted by Mrs. Miggins.
Exactly, we need to
he
protect
was a
her and
lovely
murder
old
people
lady.
for her.
We would lay down our lives, but preferably those of others first, for Mrs. Miggins.
Greco would kill for Miggins.
Is our Dark Lord. Or Dark Mistress.
Yeah,
At the
we
end of-
have a codependency problem.
Greco has killed for Miggins. I mean,
I'm relatively certain that Marrow has murdered at least one, like Mrs. Miggins complained at one point about like the local cockerel waking her up too early, and Marrow just went up out at night and stabbed it through the neck with a pair of spoons.
one of those
we guy has definitely committed tax fraud.
attacks.
I don't think Weak Eye can commit tax fraud. in
We
this
had to let
game.
him manage the till.
That's true. Oh my god, I didn't.
I understand sales tax and how to not pay it.
Roll to commit tax fraud for Mrs. Miggins line.
I have a +4 to intelligence, it's possible.
We'll talk about her mortgage later. We'll talk about her mortgage later. See if something can be done. Are we back from ad break?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
gorgeous.
Greco knows what can be done. Kill the bourgeoisie lord owner. Kill Lord Owner with rock.
I'm sorry, hang on. Let me just quickly go to Grekel's chart. You have a -3 to intelligence.
Oh yes.
Yet you say the most wise. Well, I guess it's only a -1 to wisdom.
I like to think that he knows a lot of words, but not what they mean.
Yeah, I think that might be true.
We guy's just been quoting romance novels from his stack of books this entire time.
Oh my god! I remember your sleight of hand is a +10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I mean, my
I did write
athletics is a
these character sheets
+10.
last night in a fit of
Um,
strangeness.
I don't know
Okay.
how much my history of +10 is going to come in here.
So, what I essentially want to do as Marrow, because I sprinted out first, basically. I was
yeah.
like, I'm gonna sprint. I'm sprinting back to the chain pie shop situation. I'm gonna coat my torso in spoons as I'm running. I'm gonna empty the bowl of pie ingredients, put the bowl on my head, and then I'm gonna launch myself through the front window of Sluggard's Pie Shop.
With the bowl on your head, please add 2 points to your armor class.
Ooh, I get armor.
You
Okay,
get
my armor class is
slightly
now
more
12.
Your armor class is now 12, with a bowl on your head.
I'm armored in spoons.
In Krusty Sluggard's Pie Shop, you don't find Mr. Sluggard, but you do find a sort of a teenage elf, sort of, kind of. That, you only see like elf children and elf adults.
Yeah.
You don't really see elf teens. This is
Yeah.
kind of what an elf teen does. They have to work, but it's like
Okay.
not usually very responsible.
I am.
They're sort of sitting behind the counter and they go, "Oh, what the fuck?"
As I crash through the front window, like all of this like latent what's the word? Latent like instinct, like muscle memory of the Dark Wars that Marrow has participated in. His whole thing was like
Roleplay PTSD.
We're role-playing PTSD. I'm sorry, this is the campaign you
That's no
made.
concern.
Help me. Marrow launches through the like plate glass window of the front of the pie shop, lands, and in his mind, he's on the battlefield again. You see massive orcs running past, trolls lumbering forward, the forces of light spread out in front of him, phalanxes of goblins side to side, charging forward, massive like trebuchet bombs just hurtling through the air, smashing into goblins. You hear like the sound of screams and smashing blades, and there's Marrow Culk with his little his daggers side to side out of his like vambraces, Assassin's Creed style, and he runs for this enemy combatant and starts stabbing him.
You're just hallucinating a Ron Burgundy scene.
Okay.
He's
You just went
having a
full
PTSD trip.
Rambo.
It's horrible.
Okay, so that would, I'm assuming, be get 'em on your
Yes.
on your
probably,
weapon
yeah.
attacks. Marrow has 2 weapon attacks. They have throw a spoon and get 'em.
My get 'em has a +7 to hit.
+7 to hit. That's true. But it is weak.
You are, however, mentally disoriented right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Hang on. Let me. I wasn't expecting you to hit this child. Let me just get a 13.
He's a teenager. He can take a light slapping from a
15.
spoon.
He's below the age of elven majority.
5e.
But he's like 60.
Give me 1 second. Alright, it's gonna be a regular fucking elf, I guess.
You weren't expecting me to fight the cashier.
Child murder is bad. Just putting that
I'm a
out.
goblin experiencing a PTSD episode. I don't know that.
This is also in violation
You also
of our
mentally ill and a
rehabilitation.
Like, I made it very clear at the beginning of this that, like, the way Mrs. Miggins ordered us to, like, hunt this person down made me, like, regress slightly into being like, this woman is my dark mistress. I must obey her no matter what. She has told me to hunt someone down. I will hunt them down. It's like, you know, I see this as growth. Or regression, one of the two.
Oh, Lord.
I think you literally said it was regression.
Yes, I did, actually.
There we go. Oh, why are you doing this, you mother? Just opening a fucking... Fuck you. Sorry. This is me always contending with fucking the internet. Right. Apron. Right. Oh, fuck! Cries the elf. Would everyone mind rolling for initiative? You obviously
even
get
there
surprised.
yet?
I
You
get a
are, so both
surprise
of you
round.
are
Nice.
faster than Marrow. Both Weak Eye and Grackle are faster than Marrow, so I kept up. Can you all roll initiative for me?
Oh boy.
This poor elf is surprised, so we'll go last.
Yay.
What do we roll for? Is it just the dex bonus plus a d20?
That is a
There's an
15
initiative
plus
check
1.
next to
So
your armor class.
my initiative is 16.
13.
So
Mine is 15.
16, 15, 13. Oh, why does everyone's name begin with L?
Sarian?
Lying, which one did you have? 15.
13 is my total.
Lying. Zarian. Okay. Elf. It's gonna be 10. Right. Lucian,
Mm-hmm.
fittingly.
Yes.
Could you roll me one attack and a strength saving throw for me?
A strength saving throw.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were going to say wisdom for the PTSD, but no, sure, yeah.
I think you're just in it, babes.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's a 5 plus
you failed that
7.
saving throw yourself.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I story-wise, I failed that saving throw myself. That's a 5 plus 7. That's a 13, I want to say, to hit.
12.
13 to hit.
12 to hit.
That hits.
That
5
hits.
plus 7, 13. Really, Lucian? How old are you again?
I am gay and I don't do math. You're the coder. You deal with that. Okay, so I rolled 2d4 plus 3. So that's a 4. And a 2. So that's 6. That's 9 points of, I assume, piercing damage or slashing damage?
It's
or
a
is it
spoon. Surely it's going to be
bludgeoning damage?
bludgeoning.
I think it's bludgeoning.
Yeah, okay,
It's a
so
spoon.
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
9 points bludgeoning damage. That means they
And
have...
then a strength saving throw, did you say?
Yes, please. It needs to beat a... Oh, can someone else roll me a D10? And
A
then tell me
D10?
what.
What was that?
D20.
What? D20, okay. 14.
14. You need to beat a 15 on your
15.
strength saving throw.
Okay. That is an 11 plus 4 for a 15.
Oh! Meets it, fucking beats it. That's
My
incredible.
strength is fucking through the roof.
Your strength is really high. You need them
I have
arms to mix all the pies.
Yeah, I have an 18 on my strength. It's like I used to like stab trolls in the shins, and you need like some strength to get through that. And now I'm like mixing pies, and you need some strength and endurance to get through that. It's like,
Have you ever fucking hand creamed like a
oh
fucking
god,
sugar
yeah, no.
hell? You need guns to do that.
yeah, you do.
Okay, so you knock this poor teenage elf to the floor because they tried to push you off as their sort of reaction. That you knock this poor teen elf to the floor, clobber them over the head with a spoon. They are screaming.
Okay.
The entire descent, and continuing to scream, being attacked by a small feral thing with a pot on its head.
Bold.
They go, "Oh God, please stop!"
Just bold. Okay, so I had a surprise round for this, right?
You had a surprise round, yes. So you do
And
get to
because
go
I
again.
because I rolled initiative higher than everyone else, I get to have a turn straight away, right? Okay,
Yes,
cool.
that is true.
I'm gonna get him again. He's screaming.
You're
My
gonna-
PTSD is going haywire. I'm
You're
gonna
going get him.
I'm gonna try and silence the screaming. Yeah. That is a 14 plus
Yep.
7.
Yep, that hits.
Over 20.
This is an unarmed child.
He's an elven teenager. He's fine. I'm only bludgeoning him. I'll knock him out at worst.
I'm letting you know now. He has 15 hit points. He's now on 6.
Oh well. That is okay.
Do you kill this child?
I
Question:
do-
Are you doing lethal or non-lethal damage?
I'm bludgeoning, so I would assume it's non-lethal.
well, you
however,
can get bludgeoned to the
You're
face
having a
as well.
Vietnam
However,
flashback right now.
I'm having a Vietnam flashback, and I just rolled 10 points of damage.
I'm gonna say, because of this particular story, it's non-lethal anyway.
Okay. Fair enough.
Please don't kill a child.
I don't want to kill
Please,
a child. in
please
this
don't kill
story.
a child in my
I'm
first
vetoing
one shot on
child's
your
death.
channel. Yeah, that's fair.
You're gonna see this bloody mess and it's like, where is hell?
This kid is going to need dental work.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm just slamming him with a pair of spoons round the
You fucking get
head.
him.
Uh,
These,
We have our actions, yeah, and so we're just restraining,
this
I guess.
menace of a child absolutely was in on this plan to ruin your life and your mistress's life. How dare this unassuming small child do so? Even if they are elven, fuck them. You whack them round the head.
I think
this kid's out cold.
I think with Marrow's thing, it's like he's having this flashback of like the war and all of these forces of light, and what he's seeing in his mind is this like massive elven knight with these long ears bearing down on him, and he's just jumping up and slamming his knives into the side of it, this like elven knight's helmet, like through the ears.
This elf is about, so you're 3.5 foot tall. This elf is only about,
he's a teenager.
Yeah, he's short. He's like 5 foot at this point.
Still taller. Still have to jump up to do that. Like
still tall. He still had to jump. He's not the most terrifying person you've ever seen in your life.
No.
You actually see that as he falls to the floor, a little fidget spinner falls out. A little wooden fidget spinner falls out of his hand.
No.
And you hear like a little like tiny little elven music, and you see like a little headphone out the side that he was listening to while he was working.
What era is this?
This is
Yes is the answer.
Yes, this is the yes era. Okay.
Everyone knows this is the 12th era of Oneshot's primary calendar.
Welcome to Fantasy
However,
High,
that was
everybody.
revived during the Renaissance. So technically this is the 1820s, but that's only according to the West Orcish calendar, and they had a new pope a few centuries back, and he rewrote that as well. So it's now
Greco is readying the boulder, looking at Wake as he continues to speak.
Marrow is still bludgeoning this child.
We should probably stop that first. That's definitely bad. That we'll be talking about that in therapy next week.
You're still in the therapy? That didn't stop?
Did you stop therapy?
Greco thought therapy stopped.
I thought you were just in different therapy group.
Marrow's still
make
like
mistake.
still whacking away with the spoons of this unconscious child.
Okay, so that was what gave you the time to do the 10 damage, this elven child. I'm in the next, since I'm next in the initiative order, I'm gonna try and grapple to restrain them, which I think is a strength roll, right? Or an athletics or something?
Is it athletics?
I can't remember. I think, let's go strength.
Yeah, that seems sensible.
Grapple is like strength or athletics, isn't it?
It damn well better be strength, because Marrow has +10 on athletics.
I have +4 on strength, though.
Let's go
Still better.
I'm -2, but let's try this. It's that or the boulder. So we're trying the diplomatic choice first. Apparently, Greco's being very wise today for some reason.
I'll one-shot Marrow.
Okay, here we go. That is an 8.
It's an 8. I'm rolling. That is a 7 + 4. So that's an 11.
Oh, that's an 11. Well, that's more though. Can you not do that?
Can I elect to fail in my PTSD like flashback sequence? I don't think so. No.
Like, are they just so in the PTSD flashback that they don't realize that I'm trying to grapple them?
I mean, you just envisioned the druid from the party of light just wrapping you in vines or something.
Yeah. Something like that. And it's like ripping my arms out of the like. Yeah, I think Marrow's just really in it right now. He has no control, really. He's just reliving something horrendous that happened to him in the past, and he has no control.
Marrow, remember your breathing exercises.
Are you okay? I would consider that as a help action. So,
Okay.
I would maybe roll with advantage. So roll again for me, my love.
Okay.
I'm sorry for inflicting this.
Something
on
in double
everybody.
digits, please.
That is a 16.
Okay,
That-
yeah, that'll be.
Okay. You are grappled. And we're out of initiative anyway.
Okay.
Because the threat has
The threat is
Gone.
Being destroyed.
unconscious.
The threat is currently bleeding out on the floor after several different wounds to its head.
yes. Okay. You are now restrained, Marrow. And you all now have a moment in peace to look around Krusty Sluggard's pie shop.
There's just glass all over the floor from where Marrow charged
Oh, there's
through
glass
a
in all the
window.
pies.
There's glass in all the pies.
There's glass in all the pies. In every
Who
pie.
glassed all the pies? Who glassed all the pies? It's you.
And like Marrow is just slowly, like he's breathing really heavily, but he's also like he heard Weak Eye in the back of his mind going, breathe, breathe, in, out, in, out. You're not there. You're not there. And he's like, and he slowly comes down, like the blood, like the red haze that's over his vision lifts.
Mm.
Greco is just
Gorgeous.
holding a fucking ammonia salts rock underneath his He doesn't know what it's actually called. It's just labeled Smelly Rock.
Stinky rock. But that what it do.
Yeah.
Remember your zone of calm.
Remember your zone of calm.
Remember
Uh,
your breathing exercise.
Meanwhile, this kid's just fucking bleeding out.
Greco lift big rock. Greco put big rock down.
You said elven teenager, and I took that as I can inflict some damage. You didn't
Yeah,
say child, you
that's
said
fine.
teenager. So you know.
Well, we'll get around to that later.
Love that the stakes so far. Miss, she might not be able to pay her mortgage. What if she has to close up shop? And it's now, what if we get arrested for literal fucking child murder?
Now that we have infiltrated the dark stronghold of our aggressors, we should find some means of convicting them before we get picked up by the local coppers.
We went from CBBS to CBB5 shows in very quick order.
That is true. Would you like to roll me investigation, or is there anything in particular you would like to investigate?
I will investigate for anything connecting them to the bribery to the crime.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I think
Not a good roll. That is a 16 total.
16.
That's
I
pretty
think
good.
Marrow's just not there at the moment.
Yeah, Mara's
You
not bad. Mara's
checked
good.
out for the moment.
Yeah.
So I think on a 15, you're looking for bits of paper, and seeing as you're the only one who can read, that makes sense. Probably writing or something by Krusty, ordering Olga to go and smash up the pie shop or whatever. You don't actually find anything like that. You're like looking through the paper area. He's got like this little bookshelf where he's keeping all of his stuff. And what you do find is something deeply familiar to you. You find Mrs. Miggins' recipe book.
I was wondering where that one got to.
It's usually stored like 3 layers deep inside the cabinet.
Hmm. Yeah. It seems unharmed, undamaged, but it's very strange that it's on this shelf.
What else is on this shelf?
Sort of cooking 101 sort of stuff. How to make pies for dummies. Some
Ultimate student
bookkeeping
cookbook.
stuff. Would you like to investigate his like financial records at all?
Yes, I would.
Can you give me a... I'm going to say another investigation roll, but this one with advantage as well.
That is a 17.
17. This man is going slightly more into debt every day. Somehow he's not been able to keep up with the costs of running. By the way, this pie shop is about twice the size of Mrs. Miggins' pie shop. It's really
This man
big.
has seriously mismanaged his investments.
He
What's
has.
indebtment?
You've noticed that he has been spending a lot of money, a lot of his profits on the goal, which is who knows? Because he's not labeled at anything. He's just like, ah, yes, toward the goal.
It's like one of them legends.
I think there may be treasure in this building. Look for a 20 by 20 foot room.
What's a what? Why do you want feet in a room?
Well, it's to hide the treasure chest in the middle that we're usually guarding.
Oh, under feet?
Yeah, you bury it under feet, so when the adventurers come, they look in and they just see a vision of spectacular and horrifying gore, and they get grossed out and they leave without touching the treasure.
Would you like to look in the till?
Genius.
I will check the till, yes.
It has 4
I'm
copper in
allowed.
it.
I'm allowed to check the till.
It has a whole 4 copper.
Hmm.
I think at
Maybe
this point,
25.
at this point,
At this point,
Right?
at this point, I think Marrow's sort of calmed down a bit.
Mm.
He's looking at his fallen foe. He takes a single spoon, lays it on this elven teenager's chest, and goes, "Well fought, well fought, well fought." And she's like shaking still, but he's like,
Oh.
The foe is vanquished. We must report to the Dark Mistress. He's like holding another spoon in his hand. He's laid the other one on this elven teenager's chest, and he's just like he like about turns and marches out the front door.
Why, Mara? We got stuff to do here still.
Mara's out.
Mara's
Mara,
out.
can you wait outside for a minute? I think
Mara
that was,
needed some
I-
fresh air.
Yeah,
I'm
Mara's
definitely
out.
picking up the cookbook, and whatever like paperwork I can find. Like maybe I can redo this guy's sums. You know, I'm very smart, right?
On
make-
your yes, actually, yes. On your knowledge, so on your character sheet, I've put knower of things. As one of your abilities is just to know things.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things you know is well, it's the absence of knowledge, really. Because when you hold Mrs. Miggins' recipe book, it's like you're one with the pies. But you've been rifling through this guy's stuff for ages, and you've held a bunch of recipe books that aren't Mrs. Miggins, and they're just words that tell you how to make the pies. You know what I mean? But with Mrs. Miggins' book, it feels different. Like you're one with the pie. You know a pie. You know all the layers of a pie, and the pie. You know how to make a good fucking pie. But with this one, it's just like, well, I guess you put a bunch of ingredients together, put it in the oven, I guess. That's something that you notice. I think it's just Mrs. Miggins'
recipe
charm.
book an artifact.
None of you are magical. None of you know.
Disconcerting, but I'm definitely bringing it with me.
Yeah, you bring that with you.
Has Grackle seen any new rocks in the immediate vicinity?
Oh yeah. Krusty Sluggard, his pie shop is a bit pompous. It's a bit pageantryful. It's got fake, gilding on the wall stuff. I think the till itself has a couple of, gems and beads put into the back that just look kind of cool. Would you like to roll your what did I
I'd
call
like
it?
to roll my rock lover trait.
Your rock lover trait, yes. Thank you for reminding me about the rock lover trait.
Oh goodness, a 9. I do not have the indulgence of gnawing the rocks off the tills.
You can still choose to fail this.
I choose to fail this because I feel like Gretel already hates this man enough. He spat outside his shop, and now he knows that this man has organized a hit on his beloved grandmother baker.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna start gnawing off the gems on the till with my bare teeth.
Roll me.
I'd like to remind you, can eat/chew through any material given enough time.
Yeah, I did say that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll me a d10, and that tells you how many minutes it took you to chew through metal.
Okay, let me get a d10.
And then roll me a d4.
For how much damage you take eating for metal.
Is the d10 the percentage-based one again? I forget.
Yes.
Yes, the percentile one. Or rather, it's the one that goes from 1 to 10.
Oh, I actually have a proper d10 for that as well.
Well,
It's
yeah,
okay,
because
I'm rolling
you
that.
need a d10 and the percentile to roll a d100.
I got a 5 on my d10.
It's really
Okay,
speaking
so
of
it takes you 5
percentiles,
minutes,
like,
and roll me a
just go
d4.
to 0.
Here was a d4. There's d4. Okay, da. 4.
You lose 4 teeth.
Well, all part of the love of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's okay. Your teeth actually regrow because of the amount that you chew on stuff.
Okay.
Not all goblins'
Do
teeth
I have a
regrow, but
tooth
yours
I
do.
need to be aware of for my daily gnawing?
The Dark Lord imbued you with some amount of shark.
Yeah. So after leaving a spoon and some teeth, which are not at all identifying things in this place, and a body of a nearly dead child,
You saw all of us, Mayor
Oh
Mike.
yeah, well, he was probably unconscious by the time that we got there, but definitely saw Marrow.
What I think
Whether or not
the main part of
whether or not
what
he has the memory of Marrow is another
I think
question.
the main part of what he saw was a bowl and some gnashing teeth. As I was like getting up in his face very quickly.
How well did the bowl disguise their discerning features? Is there a way we can roll for that?
No.
Great, love that.
Wonderful.
Marrow doesn't even have a disguise skill.
As you exit, a little hot exit of that particular establishment, you do hear someone come, like you like slip into an alley down towards Mrs. Miggins' pie shop, and you hear some people and they go, Galathril! Oh God! What's happened to Mr. Krusty Sluggards? And you hear a door crashing open, and Galathril! Oh, my little boy! The
Marrow
sound
is
of
just like
Marrow
didn't
what
even.
the fuck did you do this time?
They're blaming him.
Just
Wow.
a teenager who is in an
Holy
abusive
shit.
household.
Oh my god. Okay, what I was
but-
gonna say is Marrow made it like about 10 feet down an alleyway and then just kind of sat down. Like I don't think he managed to make it as far as the pie shop. I think he just sat down in the alleyway, and as the others like sprint past, he gets up and follows them. He's just he's heaving, sobbing, having a very rough time of it at this point.
Okay. Before our next leg of
Scene.
this story, the next scene, which we will stumble upon shortly, would anyone like to take a bio break or get a snack? Or make
Turn
a
the lights on.
Yeah.
tea?
I would like a bio break,
I'd like to
please.
turn the lights on. Yeah,
Let us pause for let's say 5 minutes, and we'll just bio break it.
Alrighty then. Stand by. 2, 1. Oh, wrong one. Yeah. There we
Are
are.
we? Hey! Hello! Oh,
Welcome
that
back,
is the wrong one.
everybody.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome back. Right. I believe where we left off was our delightful goblin crew skittering down some alleyways on their way back to Mrs. Miggin's pie shop. When they arrive outside, I want everyone to give me a perception check, please.
Okay. Let's see if this dice serves me well this time. That is a 6.
12.
Kill. Right.
Let's see. Sorry, I can't read this very well. My brain's breaking.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I got a 1.
Nice. There's something happening in the pie shop.
What, even with the 12?
Even with a 12. Okay, with a 12. You see that there's sort of... It's not like the crowd that there was this morning of people being shocked and onlookers. But you see sort of a little cleanup crew, sort of generous townsfolk who are sweeping the outside, making sure there's no glass around, and a couple of friends inside, people regulars of the pie shop, looking quite devastated, helping clean up what's been going on, people putting things back in shelves and up. And there's Mrs. Miggin's sister, who lives on the other side of town. They talk. It's fine. But she's going, oh God, where are
That doesn't
the...
sound fine. That doesn't
It's
sound
fine.
fine.
It's fine.
Oh,
She's
God.
going, Goblins! Marrow! Weak Eye! The other one! Grackle!
I
she's
charge
just looking
towards
down
Mrs.
at their
Muggins
faces.
holding the cookbook overhead.
I'm sorry, have you established canonically that Mrs. Miggin's sister is called Mrs. Muggins?
Yes.
Technically speaking, that's not inconceivable.
It's actually Miss Muggins.
Miss
Miss
Muggins. She's not married. I see.
So
Miss
she's on the
Muggins.
market, you say?
She's quite the opposite. She's about the same age as Mrs. Miggins. But she's sort of razor thin. She's a very pointy woman. And she's calling out to the street and being like, "Oh, where the fuck have they run off to?"
To incriminate myself immediately or not? Miss Muggins, we have slain the foul beast.
Oh wait, I
We
just
have
took a bite of
retrieved
brownie.
the
What am I doing?
treasure!
One second.
Their stolen bounties have been repossessed.
Okay. She goes, "Oh, you little ones, what are you on about?" Right. She's in there now having a conversation with Krusty. We're going to try and he's offered to help. We're going to move our establishment into his for a small fee, and start working on his
You must
property.
not!
Thing is,
He is responsible
he's responsible for what, darling?
for that!
He bribed the orc.
He broke the windows! He stole the cookbook!
Darling, Krusty couldn't have broke the windows. He's about as dangerous as you lot. Right.
He bribed the orc on the edge of town with subpar quality apple pies.
Nice and deceitful.
She confessed.
That's another very worrying sentence. He's about as dangerous as you lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, either we're being underestimated
Okay.
or he's being
Can
overestimated.
anyone roll me a persuasion, please?
I shall.
I'm only a -2. Who's got
I-
better?
See, I'm also only a
Oh no,
-2.
it's deception. Sorry,
Oh wait, no, my
yeah.
my persuasion is 0. Never mind. I'm even better.
What is my
Would you like-
persuasion? My persuasion is a +1.
Your persuasion is +1.
Yeah.
If you would
somehow.
like to lie about something in order to...
I mean, I am technically lying, aren't I? I said that he was responsible for he was responsible for the broken window, but that's not true, is it? Olga's
I mean-
responsible for the broken window.
Strictly speaking, you are responsible for the things that the people you employ do.
Yeah. I would say that that's not it.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll roll persuasion. I don't mind doing that. It's
Persuasion,
+1.
Take it
That
at advantage because I think everyone
is-
is helping.
That is a 12 + 1, 13. With
At
advantage?
advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a 17, so an 18 on the die. Well,
An
an
18.
17 on the die, so an 18.
She was about to ignore you all because she doesn't think that rehoming goblins is really worth anything.
Can we hold up the cookbook?
I'm holding up the cookbook is over my head.
Yeah, it's like this massive thing. So
She goes, "You what?
the
Right.
slag stole our dark mistress's cookbook.
We found it, along with a number of very concerning business investments.
Right. Right. Frosty. That bastard. He's been Yes. Right, let's go have a word. And she turns
The
around and heads
troops
up,
in.
up the stairs to that little living area that we saw this morning. Inside, you see something possibly horrendous.
Oh no.
Now, I'm going to describe a scene, and I think you guys need to tell me if you roll to vomit.
Oh no.
So, inside, you see Krusty Sluggard bleh, and Mrs. Miggins kissing.
I won't even roll. I'm just
They
gonna vomit.
are full mouth-to-mouth old people kissing.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
I gently place
failed
the
the roll
bowl
on
to one
purpose.
side, find the just grab the bowl off of Marrow and vomit into that very carefully.
If you vomit into the bowl, remember to make sure to remove 2 from your AC.
Oh, okay. I rolled an 11.
Okay, the DC is 10 to not vomit.
I will
Can
I will elect to succeed, because I rolled an 11.
Okay.
Wait, what is this, like wisdom? Actually,
What would this be? Yeah,
or
wisdom.
charisma? Wisdom.
I think
It
this
sounds
is
like
wisdom.
like a constitution.
Wisdom's
thing.
normally mental resilience.
Yeah,
Kind of
so-
rules is
yeah.
written.
Yeah. So yeah, I did.
Things
roll
that
an
are
11.
disgusting are usually fortitude.
Yeah, but Marrow's just kind of like standing there going. And as the ball
Rusty
is removed
Sluggard
from
Has
his
his
head.
hand on her bum.
Chucks that
On
limestone
a
rock he was
first
gnawing on
date.
this morning.
I run up and stab him in the foot.
Oh, I see.
With my pointy stick.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's pokey with stick.
Correct.
I will not engage initiative at this present time. Because I think he's engaged in other things. And depending on how much damage this does,
Isn't this a surprise round though?
I
guess
may
technically
count this
speaking-
as a surprise round. Okay, roll me to hit. Roll to hit.
That is a 9.
Okay, that does not hit. His DC is a 10. So I think you just stab the carpet next to his foot you've just vomited. Um,
I'm a bit woozy.
you're a little bit woozy.
I've been doing a lot of running today. I'm just out of breath. There's not much blood in my
And-
brain.
Mrs. Miggins, with the sound of like sort of a plunger, sort of removes herself from Krusty.
No!
Um, and goes, "Oh, boys, I've got the most wonderful news."
Please don't be pregnant. Please don't be pregnant.
She's like 90.
And
The teenager who beat up was like 60.
Mr. Sluggard has been so kind. You know, he's been sending me nice little things.
Time now. Well, now, in light of this awful catastrophe, has offered for us to move into Krusty Sluggard's pies. So you all now will be employed by Krusty Sluggard, not Mrs. Miggins. How sweet is that?
Can I
Mrs.
roll a
Miggins,
wisdom
we
saving
believe that
throw?
you have been the subject of an elaborate deception.
What did you say?
So
Zarian?
you are. Say Zarian again?
Can I roll a wisdom saving throw to see if Gretel just fucking loses it?
Yes! The DC,
Okay, let's see.
I think the DC is getting higher through every sentence that's being spoken. So I believe the DC
Yeah.
is maybe now 14.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so that is an 11. Gretel loses his shit. I presume he's been carrying around this boulder in some kind of like little rucksack the whole time. He just shreds the rucksack to get to the boulder, and rocks spill everywhere. And he just starts screaming and howling. It's like,
Mrs. Miggins is going to use command.
Jesus.
She literally is the Dark Lord. Okay.
And could you? And she's going to say down.
okay, what do I roll against that?
I believe
Wisdom.
that's a
Wisdom.
wisdom
Yeah.
saving
Okay,
throw
let's
for
hope I
me.
get a better
DC,
wisdom roll.
I think is 15.
Okay, so that is an 8. Gretel sits down. He's still screaming.
Still screaming, still holding the boulder, but just on his butt.
He's like,
Marrow has like just been kind of standing mouth agape for like most of this. He's trying to connect the dots, but they're not quite connecting. It's like that doesn't seem right. And then he lands on the sluggard has enchanted the Dark Mistress. He must die! And I'm gonna rush and try and murder him with a pair of spoons. Actually, I'm
Here
gonna
we go
throw a
again.
spoon at him to start with.
Okay.
Throw a spoon. Yeah.
I think
At this point, I feel like we're in initiative.
we are definitely in initiative. Can everybody roll me an initiative, please?
Ooh, that is a 3. Plus 1, so 4.
Okay.
19.
Oh.
19, 17,
4.
3, 4.
Yep.
4.
I have a plus 1.
Let's see. 19 was lying.
17
Music.
was me.
19 was Zarian.
Yeah.
And I need to roll. That was shit. 5 for Mrs. Higgins. And a 2 for Krusty. Okay. All right. So who's going first? In the sense of, do I let Marrow go first, or do I start from the top of the initiative? Lucian, I'd like your opinion on this.
Well, I said that I was gonna like start combat. However, this was after a point where I feel like the characters could have been surprised. So I think I shout this, and then everyone else goes into initiative, and like my turn comes last. I feel like that feels about right, guys?
Yeah, that feels good.
Yeah.
Zerion, if you want to stand up, you'll have to roll a wisdom saving throw again. And the DC to beat is 15 again.
Okay, let's try this again. That was a 1.
Okay. You know what? You like sitting down. It's nice.
You've done a lot of running today.
Bone is getting heavy.
Oh, wait! Wait!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Hang on. Let me double check, because I know that I wrote something on your character.
If he rolls a 1 on the attack roll,
Yeah,
it crushes
It's
the
the attack roll. Yeah, if our dearest Gretel rolls a 1 on their attack roll for the boulder, they do get crushed by the boulder. Beautiful.
Gretel doesn't count as child death, it's fine.
We don't know how old these goblins are.
They're goblin age. Right, that was your action, and you cannot move. So you don't have any bonus actions. I'm sorry, that's the end of your turn. Lying. Anything you want to do?
I am going to... Oh boy, I feel like I should be negotiating with Mrs. Muggins right now, but I
You can
am
use
going...
an action to... You can just use your words. That's fine.
Right. Mistress Muggins, we followed the trail of this heinous crime and discovered that this gentleman's employ had been responsible for the attack, and we found evidence of your cookbook in his mismanaged, grossly investment of a property. And then I'm going to try and stab his foot again.
Mrs. Muggins.
Miggins or Muggins? Which one?
Miggins.
We've been going backwards and forwards, haven't we?
Her name's Miggins. Her sister's name is Muggins, obviously.
Obviously.
Mrs. Miggins turns to look sharply at Krusty Sluggard, and then back at you. As you try to stab his foot again. Can you hit, please?
Oh boy. Can I hit? That is indeed the question.
That is indeed the question.
20. Dirty 20.
I think that hits.
Yeah, well,
I think that
he's an
is.
old man, I'm stabbing a foot.
You've gauged where the foot is now.
6 damage.
6 damage. Krusty swears loudly. Let me fucking write down.
There's a dull, like almost like wood hitting rock sound at the end of it.
Yeah. So 6. Cool. Okay. Then it is Mrs. Miggins' go. Mrs. Miggins is firstly says, "My carpet!" And then she is going to cast.
She literally is the Dark Lord, apparently. She's immensely powerful.
What? No. You don't see her when she did command. It was just a word. She's just powerful like that.
Turns out she's actually a 5th level warlock this whole time.
She. What? No. What? What?
Have I just guessed it completely?
What? Quickly rewrite the entire end of this fucking one shot.
Hey, I'm a smart one, remember?
Yes, you can't just rewrite it because people guess the end.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna Game of Thrones this. So, I think. Can you just, Lion? Can you roll me a persuasion or performance? Actually, everyone, roll me a persuasion or performance.
I get advantage
because
on performance.
It's a 0 for me either way.
I don't. I get -2 on both because Greckle is Greckle.
Nat 20.
I got a
Right.
10.
I like this dice.
and a
I got a
6, so
15.
I got a 10.
Okay, well, we got a nat 20. So Mrs. Miggins looks at you and goes, I don't doubt you. My brave, brave goblin boys. She looks at Mr. Miggins and goes, I
Mr.
bit
Miggins.
your tongue,
That was
motherfucker! What?
Mr. Miggins.
Mr. Miggins?
Oh, sorry, Crusty Sluggard. I'm just...
I was going to say,
Yeah,
Mr.
really?
Miggins
So
has been dead
other
for
one
30 years.
Yeah, he's been dead for ages.
Has he?
He has.
Faked his death, made a new pie shop, tries to get back together with his wife.
And I think she's going to Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
Oh god.
Hold it!
So that's a 16, so that hits. She rolls. Ooh, can I find my D8? Okay. That's cocked. Boop. That's 9 plus 4. That is 13. Oh god, what's 6 plus 13? 19.
19.
19. So, Crusty Sluggard, after being hit with 3 Eldritch Blasts in a row, falls to...
It's rapid fire.
Yeah. Falls to his knees. Now, this is the first time you've seen Mr. Miggins do something
Magical.
actively kind of strange. That you can be like, I don't think I can explain that.
Okay.
And Crusty Sluggard falls to his knees and he goes, No! It was... fuck. It was for love. I did it for love. I love you. And she goes, You bitch smashed up my pie shop. He was like, I didn't. I paid someone else to do it. And she went, You fucking coward.
Okay.
Or you fucking coward. I can remember what voices I've done. Then it is Lucy's go.
Okay. I am going to throw a spoon.
Throw a spoon.
That is a 12 plus 5 for a 17 to hit.
It hits.
That is 3d4 plus 2.
I'm gonna let you know now.
Mhm.
Whatever you roll, this man is down.
How much
Still
do I
stealer.
have to roll to...
Nothing.
What I
The
was going to
plus
say
2
is,
does it. He's on 1 hit point.
how much do I have to roll to go over his original, like, health threshold?
20.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah,
21.
that's not happening. That's fine. I'll roll it anyway. 3, 6, 8, 10. 10 points of
10.
damage. I want to
Okay.
murder this man.
You throw a spoon, and it lodges inside his ear, in the side of his head, and it pops a little vessel as a goose squirts out of it. It's really gross. And he's on the floor. Yeah, it was his turn next, but he's not gonna have that chance.
But he's dead. He's died.
He's died. I'm gonna say he's knocked out.
Nobody dies in this campaign.
He's knocked out, and Mrs. Miggins is furious. Now, Mrs. Miggins has... you're out of initiative, by the way. Mrs. Miggins has only been cross maybe 3 times that you've known her. Once, when for the second time you decided to experiment with the recipes and put some gravel in it, and she
Ooh.
managed to sell a gravel birthday cake to a small child.
Oh dear.
And she had warned you against putting gravel in it, and she did get quite cruel. You were not paid
Was it
for
good?
that day of work. Very
Oh.
good. Well, the thing is your pie taster has the constitution for all constitutions and quite likes eating rocks. So it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Okay, but did everybody else like it?
No,
Oh,
the kid nearly choked to death.
ah.
They didn't. No child murder in this story. Sorry. Then there was a couple of other times, but it's mostly been at customers who are a bit rowdy. And you've seen her get cross before. But now, you see her not as the old lady that you... but with light coming all around her hands. And instead of her normal hunched posture that she goes tottering about in, the light almost seems to hold her upright again. And if you knew more about human ages, you might say she was younger. She's less wrinkly, but that might just be the way the light is emanating from her and emanating from her eyes. And she holds out her hand, and the body of Krusty Sluggard lifts and is gently taken down the stairs as she pops him out the door and rings a bell. There are a few townsfolk who come running up to her, and she goes, "Take him to the stocks." And they nod and they take him on. And then she turns to you and goes, "My beautiful boys, you did so well. What an evil man. He sure won't be doing that again. Well, good news all. I signed the contract anyway. Krusty Sluggard's Pie Shop is now the second chain of Mrs. Miggins' Pie Shop. We shall have 2 shops now on either side of town. We will have all the competition as ourselves, and we can now start charging 2 coppers a pie instead. How wonderful is that?"
She was charging 1 copper a pie?
This is a
What
very
is she-
very
Wonder if she couldn't pay
She wasn't paying a
mortgage.
mortgage.
Fucking hell.
Maybe went through roof this year.
And that naughty, naughty Krusty, making me believe that that he liked me or whatever, trying to smash up my pie shop. Well, the whole town will hear about how evil he is and what a just and good thing it is that I now get the pie shop.
Feels like
And
we're
that is where
I feel like we're rewriting history a little bit.
the end of that's the end of the day, I think. Mostly someone's boarded up the window, ready for someone to go and fix it later. Somebody's cleaned out the shop, and you've heard that you're going to get a fresh batch of ingredients tomorrow to bake, and it's going to be very exciting. And finally, you all get 2 copper each for your very hard work today. And a promise
Finally, I
that you
can
can
afford
throw
that
tomatoes
fanzine
at
that's been
Mr. Slugger
circulating.
tomorrow morning. And you
Yay, I
head
can
back
pay my
to your
therapy
cabin.
bills.
Your therapy bills aren't covered. The rehabilitation program's covering mine.
Now, I'm going to
No,
give the
I
players
had to
an
get a
option here.
different therapist.
Sorry, Alfie.
That's gorgeous. You guys can roleplay here for a while. We can. So this is the end of my planned bit of campaign. Was
Okay.
essentially my planned bit of one shot. There may be more things to know, but there may not be more things to know. If you would like to just RP an extra day after this, see what becomes, we can do that. Or we can just talk about what you do tonight and then end one shot.
Can I say, like, let's say, like, the pie shop is on a Wednesday sort of thing, and then the next day is a Thursday, and Thursday is Marrow's therapy day, where he goes to the therapist. He has a really constructive lesson, or not lesson, but like he has a really constructive session with the therapist and stuff. And as he leaves like the therapist's waiting room, there's just an elven teenager in the waiting room that he just walks past, and the teenager is just like traumatized beyond belief. And there for therapy. And a goblin walks past and he immediately flinches. It's like, yeah. That's all I want to say.
Gorgeous. In the next couple of weeks, what does Weak Eye do?
Weak Eye is going to take all of the money that he's earned in the past few weeks, more or less, and then he's going to a local what's the phrase here?
Investment bank?
No. It's like a large building that doesn't really have a lot of interior furniture that gets hired out for a lot of various different things.
Office?
No, a convention. There we go. Convention center.
He goes to the town's local convention center. Okay.
Like
Someone
it.
to have them. Yeah. It's like
The
a
old
pavilion,
Comic Con.
Take it out, and they're going to peruse the wares of the local elven artisans that are meeting in their annual event here.
Wonderful.
Such wonderful artworks.
And what does Grackle do over the coming weeks?
Gretel has a whole new store to be around, so his immediate first thing is, on his break time, he is digging up in the kind of back earthy ground of whatever establishment that is now he is in, and trying to mine for whatever rocks and shinies he can find, whatever minerals take his fancy. He is very interested in, after hearing from a customer about something that he thinks is called ammonamite, because he's getting quite bored of all the rocks that he chews on breaking in his mouth and wants something that he can just gnaw on.
Wonderful. Absolutely gorgeous. So Krusty Sluggards is rebranded as Mrs. Miggin's second pie shop on the other side of town. All one name.
Just second pie shop.
On the other side of town.
On the other side. Okay, fair enough.
As its name. And Mrs. Miggins seems delighted about the change. What a kind and wonderful lady that we so very much love. Krusty Sluggard gets thrown in the stocks, of course. Everyone's throwing tomatoes at him, gets covered in tomato, and is banished to the outside of town to live with Olga. Olga seems pretty happy about that situation, seeing as he is a live-in pie machine, and makes her apple pies near constantly, otherwise he will sleep out at night. And Mrs. Miggins, an interesting, lovely woman who we can never say anything bad about because she's so gorgeous and wonderful and kind. And look at all these goblins she adopted. How nice. Her pies continue to excel, being some of the best pies known amongst towns far beyond Glunt, that is the town that this takes place in. Her renown spreads through the land, and
Can I ask a question very quickly about something that Marrow might or might not remember of, because again, this whole forefront of the war battalion sort of situation, nearing sort of the end of the final battle, Marrow was at the front of the thing with
I was just in logistics.
with Weak Eye in his ear holding an AK-47.
holding an AK-47.
Yeah, and Gretel beside him, and he just remembers this like swath of light just destroying a phalanx of goblins, and in the distance just like figure wreathed in light hovering above everyone. He just has that haunting memory on occasion of like that part of his PTSD flashbacks.
Yeah, I think he does recall a strange being who he's not sure which side they were on, but he knows dead bodies were littered in their wake. And I also think who's the most intelligent? Actually,
Me.
you. Can you roll me one last die, a d24 intelligence for me as you're reading Mrs. Miggins' recipe book?
As a 23.
23. I think because this is one of your favourites and you have to use it every day, there are some pies in this recipe book that you're not allowed to bake, unfortunately. And one of them is called slug pie, which is handwritten in by Mrs. Miggins herself. And it's got a very interesting combination of ingredients, some herbs and stuff that you don't think would taste very good. And in the notes it says, "For slug, for love." And I think you may connect some dots. And that is where we will end it. So, if you would like me to explain that really convoluted ending, feel free to ask.
I mean, we have 30 minutes left on the stream. So if you want to talk a little bit about like the world building of the world that you have described for us tonight.
Yeah, you put some good work into this.
Yeah.
Okay. Aw.
Well done. Proud of you.
little after session chat, as it were. Fireside chat.
A little venturing party.
Yeah.
Of oven side, we just cracked it open slightly.
Yeah, I mean, we can safely say now, session is over. But if you want to stick around and listen to the world building and like the way we thought out our characters and stuff, yeah.
Oh, here, I need to read all of the later. I'll just read.
Okay. Well, shall I give a start of like my theories? Of, like,
give me your theories. Give me your
because like
theories.
as playing as Marrow, he's not very smart. Like he's doing a lot of things by instinct. At the end of the day, he's that foot soldier type of like he's following orders a lot of the time, and he will follow them to the letter for the most part. Like hunt down this person, go retrieve this, go get that, all of that sort of thing. And he's strong, but he's not very smart. But like as a player, my thought was, Mrs. Miggins is interesting. We've got this orcish warrior on the outside of the village. We've got Sluggard and all of this sort of thing. And then Mrs. Miggins is like she can cast command. Like as a player, I was like, hold on, that's relatively powerful magic just there. So she can do Eldritch Blast like 3 times in a row. It's like, okay, that's relatively powerful magic.
It was
okay.
right on the money with 5th level Warlock. I was like, what the
Wow. Total guess for me there, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like, and
right.
my brain was thinking, okay, so we've got this like massive war that happened against Lord Dark Evil Guy. That's just the name we're going with. I'm guessing. Yeah.
It's a one shot.
We've got all of these goblins who used to be in the ranks, and then, like, Lord Dark Evil Guy got defeated. We've got this town that is, like, apparently worshipful of this pie maker, and it's like, okay, well, there's some dots there. It's like, okay, so she was probably one of the heroes, or at least one of the major factions that, like, was against the Dark Lord sort of thing. Like, and then she was, like, either she was like really regretful of her actions of like wiping out so many goblins, so she adopted 3 and like opened a pie shop, But she only sells her pies for 1 copper, but they're good enough to probably be sold for a silver at least per pie. And it's like, there's all this little bits of world building, and I'm like, okay, well that's really interesting. And one of the things that I thought, like, as soon as like you were like, go hunt down this like thief, my brain was like,
Get him.
Marrow's motivation in this is he's lost direction in his life. He's going through the motions, he mixes pies and all that, but he wants a new Dark Lord. That's a deep-seated desire in him that therapy hasn't dislodged yet. He needs direction. He needs a new Dark Lord in his life, and Mrs. Miggins might be it, sort of thing. Those are my thoughts.
Yeah. I think that's...
Wikai is just like an unrepentant bibliophile, and just has this like special focus on Sylvan Renaissance art. Because it's just that exact bit of niche where there's enough information around for them to actually like really do a deep dive into it, but also not enough that anyone actually cares. So I've been playing Wikai as very deliberately autism coded for a certain degree.
I mean, all the goblins are autism coded.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, Marrow definitely has the ADHDs.
Yeah,
Like-
and I like the idea that Wikai is going through the Goblin Rehab because like everybody from the Dark Lord's employ more or less is going through the Goblin Rehab. But also Wikai was kind of just logistics. Wikai was just like in the Dark Lord's library doing paperwork for the whole affair. So
Yeah.
it's like the worst thing that Wikai probably did in the Dark Lord's employ was stamp a book with the Dark Lord's mark or something. They're just like, this is from the library of Dark Lord Greg, whatever. Or like,
Greg.
maybe he
evil
maybe,
guy.
maybe
Greg,
maybe
evil
once
guy.
or twice he like folded a corner of a page in the
The
library.
worst thing he could have ever done.
Mm.
But also just like, I feel like having done so, Wikai has been 5 feet away from being a Pact of the Tome warlock or something his entire life, and somehow has just dodged that completely.
Mm.
Like if you gave Wikai a like magical tome of like the Dark One's magic or something, they would be like eyeballs deep in it in a second.
Oh yeah. Did you have any thought process behind Greckle McSpeckle?
Greco Miss Smeckle.
Greckle McScreck. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted him to have a funny name. And then I made everything else up after that.
Yeah, I should mention Wikai's last name is Gok,
Yeah.
which I realized after posting it has a meaning in the modern parlance
Gok.
that is completely unrelated to Wikai.
I mean, I was like,
Just-
marrow. Marrow sounds right. Something bones. And then I just rifling around for a last name, and I went Colt. Like Colt,
Oh!
as in to Colt a window and stuff. And I was like, I'll switch the C A U with for K and O, and then Colt. Yeah.
I don't know, pussy.
It wasn't related to cock, thank you, but you brought it up, so.
Yep. Okay.
We've got 2 dick surnames and 1 kissing surname in this party.
Beautiful. So my plan for this. So what really went down is Mrs. Miggins was actually a warlock on the side of Dark Lord Evil Guy, and when he got defeated, she decided to retire to this village. Dark Lord Evil Guy being her ex-husband.
Mr. Miggins was the.
Mr. Miggins.
So did he take her name or the other way around?
I have no idea. I don't know. It's up to them.
Greg
that'll be
Miggins
decided.
- evil guy.
Dash evil guy. but yeah, she retired. She was not. He was defeated. She went, "Fuck it, I'm not doing this anymore." But she did grow fond of the goblin hordes, and decided to keep some just in case, and also because they're just people, man. And she may or may not be infusing the pies with an enthralling mixture to make everyone in the town bend to her will.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. And Krusty Sluggard, if you went and investigated his like room and stuff, you would see that he's been giving her all his money recently, and giving her lots of like, you know, sort of, he says it for the goal, and the goal is to get married to her. And she's trying to convince him that this is all his own idea.
But he's been eating the slug pies.
He's been eating slug pies, which are sort of a vague, like, love potion pie. And her plan, I think, was to tell Olga what the worst thing that could happen is, and then have that idea be bounced back to Krusty, and Krusty go, "Oh, that's a really good idea, actually. I'll do that," and then all that happened. But he wanted that recipe book because he was also slightly suspicious of what's happening, because he's not really... He's gay! He's been gay until this minute.
Okay.
So he was a little bit concerned. She didn't know about this.
Fair enough.
But yeah. He's also kind of just like, just a guy. Yeah.
Fair enough.
But she wanted to frame him.
Yeah, it does line up kind of like what with the theory of like this person was like someone powerful in like back in the day and then like settled down. It is fun though. It's a very fun little one shot. I liked it. I did, in fairness, like I did guess most of the plot like 10 minutes out of the gate. But it's a very simple plot. Fairness.
I didn't know how much you guys
when you're playing.
around.
Yeah, when you're playing a party of goblins, generally speaking, the difficulty isn't figuring out what the plot's going to be.
No.
It's figuring out how the goblins are going to grasp.
Yeah, how do the goblins figure out the plot? How do they manage that? It's like, okay, yeah. No, it's honestly, it was very fun. I really enjoyed playing my poor little PTSD goblin. Poor little PTSD goblin. Just beautiful, absolutely wonderful.
Let's do this again.
Yeah.
I would like to do another goblin-themed adventure.
No, I'm happy to take a break from DMing every once in a while. I will say that much.
Yeah. Maybe not set in a pie shop. Maybe not set in
a pie shop. Yeah.
Maybe we do a dungeon crawl. Who knows?
Goblin
the dungeon.
Goblin dungeon crawl, but we are the goblins in the dungeon defending the dungeon.
Inverted D&D, where the goblins
D&D.
are actually going into their first level 1 dungeon full of humans.
It's a supermarket.
Yeah, fuck it.
It's an office space.
An office.
Welcome to Dunder Middle.
Oh my god, yes. I would really love a goblins in the office. Like goblins navigating office politics. Yes. I want a corporate girly goblin bitch fight near in the break room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Calling it. I'm stacking my charisma and also my goblin, and I'm going to be getting all the hot goss.
I need to watch Mean Girls if I'm going to start doing that, because for this particular campaign, I asked everyone to give me campaign one shot. For everyone to give me what Scooby character they would be most like aligned with.
Yeah.
So I knew how to like build the character sheet. Because it was like a mystery, I wanted that, but I feel like if it's like office politics, I feel like it has to be like your girl's character or something.
Maybe. I haven't watched Mean Girls, so...
I haven't either.
Really?
We need to. Oh.
Movie night.
Wow. Yeah. No, that was really fun. That was really fun,
Yay!
Elfie.
Yay!
I have not been able to stop smiling for most of this, like, the past 3 hours. So, you know.
That's not hurt by now.
Like, it does actually kind of hurt a little bit. Like, I don't usually smile this much. But yeah, no, that was honestly really fun. I really enjoyed, like, taking a day and just being like, I am a little goblin. I want to immerse myself in the backstory of this character and see where it leads, and it led to PTSD. So that's fun. But you know, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yay! I don't know what to say other than yay.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. It's yeah. Do you mind if I take over for like stream ends?
Take over. Do you want to be in the pie?
Do I want to be in the pie?
You want to be in the big pie? You can put yourself in the
No,
big
I'm
pie.
good. I'm good in the little pie, actually. I'm fine.
Okay.
Mainly because moving myself around would take a while to make that work. And like, if you were moving me around and you were putting me in the pie, that's fine. But I'm having to do it, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. Kobold campaign waves at Goblin one shot. I would like to do like a Kobold one shot at some point, maybe. Like,
There's something to be said for like monster cannon fodder kind of like type campaigns, basically. Because like you go in with the expectation that your characters are miraculously not dying every session.
Yeah. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, and all variations thereof, thank you for joining us for this little one shot. Yeah, it's been really fun. It's been really enjoyable. Mayhaps, at some point in the future, other members of our like players might take the DM seat once in a while, and we might get other one shots, which would be really fun. Week after next, we will be.
This is a great point for me to remind anyone that my throne happens to have the Aliens RPG setting on it. Just putting that out there.
But yeah, we will be back with D&D week after next. As usual, we will be back with the next session of Shadows of Sorcery. We have a meeting to attend in that with one Baroness Worsena Utrecht Hamora.
But first, we have to avoid getting recognized in a tavern.
Yeah, by Magister Baron Lork, who has been having an interesting time. Yeah.
Here's where like Greco bleed over and Eldritch Blast immediately.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining us this evening. It has been very fun. I will be back tomorrow with some Outer Worlds. Lying will be back on Friday, I want to say.
I'm back tomorrow with Minecraft on that World of Madness server that you're also on.
Yeah,
and then Friday, the Witch is back with some Vermintide too.
And Elfie will stream when Elfie streams.
Should
Darian
strike them.
doesn't stream anymore. And yeah, thank you all very much for joining us this evening, everyone. We are going to quickly go raid a Fionn, who's currently playing Pager, which sounds interesting. And we will leave you all there for tonight. Have a very good evening and a very good night, everybody. And we shall see you all next time. Ta-ta for now.